tuning in. I'm Sophia, and this is So Sensational. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like it, comment, and share it. Today, the video is just basically a conversation about some of the questions that I get asked most. So, being with everything that's happened to me within such a short period of time, one of the main questions people ask is, how do you always maintain such an upbeat personality and remain so positive? And my answer is because when I look at what I've been through, going blind, having an amputation, and other personal things, what I realize is that I'm still blessed because I'm still above ground. So as long as you have breath in your body, you have a chance. And so that's the way I look at it. And also I believe that the energy that you give out is what you get back. So I don't want people to be sad and pity me and all of that. So I give out the energy that I want. Like I'm positive and I want only positive energy around me. And so when I speak to people, I'll tell you the whole story, but I also let you know how I'm overcoming. Like, my plan is never to be at the bottom. I always plan to rise above it, and that's what I strive to do. And also to uplift other people. It may sound corny, but it's the truth. That's what I want to do. People also ask a lot, so since you're blind, do you only look for other blind people to date? And the answer to that is no. And I don't know if it's because I was sighted before. I don't know. Maybe if I was born blind, my answer would be different. Because they're like, well, you have more in common with people who are blind. But I think I have things in common with both sides. At least from my perspective, I do. So I can see it from both ends. So it's whatever. And I do wish that when people look at me, I want you to see Sophia first. And she just happens to be blind. She just happens to have an amputation. So that's how I want people to look at it. And I hope that I come across that way. Another thing that people tend to ask is, because no matter how often I tell people, well, I go to work every day, I work full time, I don't think they grasp the thing that I really do this. Like, I don't go and sit around and play. I have like a real job. And they're like, well, how do you do it? So like I said before, I have a screen reader on my computer that reads everything to me. So everything that I type or any documents, emails, of course there are keystrokes that you have to learn for it. But with that, it allows me to do basically just what everyone else does. And I will show that in a future video. The screen reader that I use is JAWS. It's called JAWS, but that's what I use. And so when I say that I work, it's a real job. Like, it's like not just something that only blind people do. There are blind and sighted people at my job. And that's just a little bit of the thing. So if you have any questions for me, or any comments or anything you would like to say, just put them in the comments below. Another question that people ask is, have you lost any friends? And I would say I haven't lost any friends, but of course the dynamic has really changed. And I don't think it's intentional, but I think that people, when you have a disability, they feel like they have to kind of handle you with kid gloves. And what I really want, I know when I first went blind, my biggest thing was trying to convince people, no, I'm still, people who know me call me Rissa. I'm still the same Rissa. I'm still, But I'm done trying to convince people. You either get it or you don't. So, and some people don't, and that's okay. So, since I've been in Florida, like recently, I've um, I've made friends here. I know I have a friend now. We were talking about things that we wanted to do, and we were talking. She was talking about riding the bikes downtown. They have like the little scooters downtown that you can rent and ride. And she was saying, "Oh, we can ride those bikes." And I was like, I can't ride those bikes. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I'm blind. She'd already forgotten. And I think that that's good. You know, she's sighted and we get along perfectly fine because we like the same things. And she looks past um, my disabilities and we get along like really good. So, and I have cousins that never skipped a beat. We actually went to a little bit after I first went blind. We actually went on a trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm gonna insert a picture here of us, but I actually met them in the Dominican Republic. So I flew um, to Puerto Rico because there was a delay, and then I flew from Puerto Rico to the Dominican Republic by myself and met them there. You know, and that was a good experience. And then once I got there with them, it was just like old times, just like nothing was wrong, you know. And I appreciate my family for that. But so I would say I haven't lost any friends, but things have definitely changed, and I'm okay with that. So thank you again for tuning in. Again, if you have anything you want to ask me or anything to say, please go ahead and comment. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, watch my other videos, and I really appreciate you. I'll see you next Sunday.